Excuse me, fine sir, do you know the time? Yeah, it's time.
Animaniacs, and we're zany to the max. So just sit back and relax. You'll laugh when you can laugh. We're Animaniacs.
Animaniacs is really a special cartoon. I don't see many people talking about it nowadays. Maybe that's because it's old and not many people know about it, or people just moved on to the newer cartoons. But this show really deserves some recognition, and it surprisingly holds up today. If you didn't know, Animaniacs is a show with a bunch of different characters such as the Warners, Pinky and the Brain, and the Goodfeathers. The main part of the show is definitely the sketches featuring the Warners, who are three crazy siblings that get on everybody's nerves with their tricks. In the show, there are a bunch of pop culture references, funny moments, and educative songs. But why exactly do I think this show is culturally significant? Why is this so special when you compare it to the other cartoons airing in the 90s? First, Animaniacs is unique. Still, to this day, I haven't really seen anything like it. There are tons of characters and tons of different sketches, which is something that's been done in other cartoons, but the style of Animaniacs is still unique. The Warners go around causing mayhem and doing funny stuff. It's unique because there's a bunch of things you don't typically see in cartoons. Yakko, Wakko, and Dot constantly look at the audience and break the fourth wall.
Is this you? Are you happily engrossed in inconsequential cartoon trivia to the point that your socks can probably stand up by themselves? Well, if you are, there's hope, there's help, there's the Please, Please, Please Get a Life Foundation.
They make the viewer feel as if they are actually a part of the show, so it's pretty immersive. Most cartoon comedies in the 90s and even now can break the fourth wall every so often, but you don't really see it as much as Animaniacs. The overall feel of the show is something that I can't quite see with many other cartoons. Breaking the fourth wall and making the viewer feel more immersed isn't the only unique part of the show. Animaniacs teaches kids various things about life in general, and they don't belittle the kids like other cartoons. Instead, the Warners teach lessons with their own little twist to it. They actually avoid the common cliche of kids' cartoons, and they don't go through an event only to learn a dumb lesson after. There's an Animaniacs segment called Wheel of Morality that makes fun of cartoons who give dumb cliche lessons.
And the moral of today's story is... Elvis lives on in our hearts, in his music, and in a trailer park outside Milwaukee.
I'm speechless.
Something gets your eyes here, doesn't it?
This was actually created with the sole purpose of satirizing the FCC's requirement of adding educational value to children's programming. They wanted to show that kids' cartoons can be entertaining without all those dumb lessons shown all the time in media. This segment is really nice because it shows that the Animaniacs crew wants to avoid common cliches and go against the norm for kids' cartoons. Aside from the Wheel of Morality segment, there are times in the show where actual things are learned. There are tons of examples for this, with one of them being the Yakko's Universe song. This one in particular is really interesting because it shows how small we are in the grand scheme of things. The song keeps emphasizing the point that we are really puny and nothing really matters in life. At first you may think this is extremely negative and shouldn't be mentioned on a kid's show, but it's actually the opposite. Listen to the song and it's performed in a really positive manner.
And still the universe extends to a place that never ends, which is maybe just inside a little jar.
It's a great big universe, and we're all really puny. We're just tiny little specks about the size of Mickey Rooney.
Even though the song goes into detail about how small and meaningless we are, there's something special to be found here. The final line of the song is, "It's a big universe and it's ours," basically meaning that we can do whatever we want in life because we are whoever we want to be. Animaniacs taught kids existentialism with this small catchy song, but it takes the topic to a positive level. This is really amazing because you wouldn't see this sort of thing in cartoons nowadays. When teaching kids through songs, Animaniacs is just incredibly profound. There's a song all about time, and this one part of the song is pretty deep.
So if you were born in China while I'm born in Carolina, well then you're a day ahead of me, you see. So the way I've got it reckoned, if we're born in the same second, then why should you be a day older than me?
Animaniacs had tons of lessons and awesome things for kids, but it can also be enjoyed by adults. There's a ton of deep thinking thrown in there like I just talked about, but there's also funny jokes that lighten the overall mood. Sometimes there's a really inappropriate adult joke, and Yakko will kiss to the audience and say goodnight everybody.
World famous composer and pianist.
You're a what?
A pianist.
Mwah! Good night, everybody.
Amazing cartoons don't just appeal to kids, as Animaniacs proves here. You can have some of the slapstick stuff thrown in there for younger audiences, but some jokes are definitely for adults. Of course, this doesn't make a show automatically good, but it definitely helps that the show isn't just targeted to kids. Animaniacs has a bunch of laughs, and it's overall an upbeat show to make you smile, but there are some moments where you emotionally feel connected to the characters. Yakko, Wakko, and Dot are all orphans, and what happened specifically to their parents is never explained. In the movie Wakko's Wish, we get a heartfelt scene where Yakko describes their parents and how they wanted to have 3 kids.
So they planted a garden all over the kingdom, and on the first day of spring, every flower in that garden bloomed. And out of the prettiest flower came...
Me!
Yep.
Scenes like these are scattered throughout the series, and it just proves how incredible Animaniacs really is. Overall, this show combines so many elements that work well in cartoons. Comedy, emotion, and even educational songs that always look on the bright side of life. It tackles serious topics in a way kids can easily grasp, and it appeals to adults as well. The show should be recognized more, and people should appreciate its uniqueness in the cartoon world. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below to tell me what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.